What's up? So I had a early day off of work today, and initially I was like, oh, I'm gonna be super productive. I'll go home, shower, do laundry, and then go to the library. That didn't happen. As soon as I got out of the shower, I was trying to dry my hair, and it takes so fucking long to do, and I don't know how people do it, but I just usually let it air dry. But I've been trying to get into styling it and stuff, and that just took it out of me. So I was like, you know what? I'll just do laundry and stay in. And so I had a lot of time, and I was like, well, what can I do? I know I'm not gonna really get any work done at home. So I decided to do my makeup. And I don't know if I'd love it. It's always something with the eyes that, I mean, it doesn't look so bad now, but when I was taking pictures, my eyes, they're kind of strange. So the only two eye looks that look good, actually there's three. If I just have a ton of mascara on, that's it. Or if I do a cat eyeliner where I kind of round out the top of my eyes, or if I completely draw a straight line right from the center of my eye out and then fill that in so that my eyes kind of look dead. So I've been trying, I tried a different style, and I don't know what shape. I was trying to go for an almond shape, but that didn't really work. So anyway, mentally I've been a lot better, although I ran out of my Wellbutrin today, and I only took one Adderall, and that's what honestly got me through the morning because work was rough. I was very tired, very, very just ready to be done. So luckily I had Addy and Red Bull to get me through. But the thing that's actually helped my mental the most was reconnection to my faith. It actually just, it was such a baffling realization. Because everyone in the world, goes on with their life, aiming for whatever their dreams are in this world, chasing them. But it's all just so pointless. And it's tough. No matter how much effort I would put into it, my progress would be so slow, and I can just see through the superficial motivation that people say, well, I just want a happier life. I want a, healthier body. I want a better life. I want more friends. But what was keeping me so pessimistic and down was that beyond that, I always asked, so what and what? I'll have my dreams, I'll achieve everything that I wanted to, but so what? And that's kind of what made me so depressed, was because I really lost sight of what my purpose was. And my purpose all along has been to pray, which, as much as I hate to admit, I haven't been for the past 7 months, and I've been trying to do everything on my own, and just to no avail. Relying on myself, relying on outcomes, trying to do self-love, and just delude myself into thinking that I could sustain myself going down this path. I hated waking up every morning. I hated my job, still low-key do, but it's more tolerable now. You know why? Because I turned to Allah. Because I repented and I made a lot of istighfar and I started praying. And suddenly my anxiety has gotten so much better. Like, I was at a cafe the other day trying to get work done and I was just locking down, like unable to even look at my computer screen, just being really like shifty. And what I tend to do, like an anxious habit, is just like grip my arm, and I just felt like I was just in panic mode, you know? Like, it's not a panic attack per se, but it just feels so suffocating. I just feel so suffocated. I feel so, you know, like paralyzed with fear. And I haven't experienced that since I started praying. And what prayer does is it just, first of all, it reconnects you to your Lord. But it just takes the load off, like the mental load of having to do everything in life by yourself. And just being alone in the universe. Like, I feel like I felt that more because I live on my own. Maybe I wouldn't be able to feel this way if I, you know, was surrounded by friends or family. Maybe I would have kept the facade up a little longer, but because I'm just alone all the time, it's just fucking lonely, you know? It's fucking miserable. And you just lose the will to live. But now that I'm praying, like, I don't feel alone anymore. I feel like now I can actually, like, of course, all along I could pray, I could make dua and stuff, but now it feels like the door is open again, and I can make dua for the things that I've been pining after, you know, just, I don't know, just fucking trying my best to achieve on my own, and feeling the despair when I realize how futile my efforts are when I try to do things by myself. And how slow progress is. Like, maybe it has to do with me being impatient, but I just see it as the biggest blessing that not all Muslims can achieve, like, can feel this. Like, they'll chase the dunya, but they'll experience joy and they'll experience satisfaction, and their desire will increase, but things will work out. But no matter what it was that I wanted or did, it all fucking blew up in my face. Like, it never worked out. There was always a setback. There was always something to keep me down and keep me more miserable. And I don't know how I've gone this long, like, in this cycle. Like, granted, in Ramadan, like, I did come back and pray, but I didn't sustain it, and it wasn't every salah. And let's just say at that time I was a lot worse. So now that I am better to an extent, and I have the energy and ability to pray, I should have done this a long time ago. I should have done this a long time ago, because it would have saved me a lot of fucking misery and strife. And life is really just pointless if you don't pray. Like, I feel so bad. And it used to upset me when I thought, how come, like, non-believers, and certain Muslims, like, they might not be the most religious. They have their, you know, the things that they want in life. And I'm sure, like, when you think about, oh, the wealthy people probably have depression and, like, mental, you know, psychiatric issues. But why am I so, like, fucking dysfunctional? Like, when I tell you I can't even get out of bed, I can't leave the house, I, like, have major agoraphobia, and I'm just constantly in my head and practically suicidal. Although the one thing that was consistent was, I know I'm a Muslim and I believe in heaven and hell, even though I'm not praying, even though I'm not doing the right thing. I know suicide is like a golden ticket to hell. So although it crossed my mind, like the hopelessness, like being in that place where I just didn't see the point to go on in life because nothing was working out. I'm grateful that nothing did. I'm grateful that I didn't get what I wanted. Just depending on myself and distancing myself from God. Because then I would have really been caught up in the dunya and it would have just been game over. But it's just so funny how long I stayed in this cycle of misery. But I'm glad I woke up and I realized, like, this was the key. And I've been really trying to pray tahajjud. Like, I set my alarm for 4:30 and I pressed the snooze button so fast, like. But tonight is really the night where I get my sleep schedule right. God willing. Because sleep is the key. Sleep is the key. You want a better metabolism, you want better skin, you want more energy, you want to be just more productive in general. You gotta sleep early. I mean, I just have to not fall down the, Netflix pit, abyss. And also YouTube, like, my recommended is, like, partially political, which I really have to avoid at night because I get so depressed when I see news. And then partially about, like, beauty and science, scientific beauty. That's, like, been my niche as of late. And then the other part is, like, true crime stuff, so there's always something new to explore, but I really have to rein it in for the sake of my own success. Like, at the end of the day, you pray for yourself. God doesn't need you to pray. But if it's success that I'm after in this world and the next, that's where I have to start. And tahajjud, I've heard, I know, although I personally haven't, like, maintained it to, see the results in my own life, but I believe in its power, in making your dua just come to life fast. So that's my goal. I still have my dreams, Now I'm not on my own trying to achieve them. And that's been so amazing. So don't do what I did. Like, I don't know if any, like, Muslim ever watches this. Bro, just pray. Like, your problems will be solved. Your life will get better. Your anxiety will, I wouldn't say it's completely gone. Like, I'm still socially anxious. I still can't really be myself, and I've always wondered if I'm a masker, if I'm masking. But I do feel like there's still a barrier between me and other people. But the anxiety that I was feeling, it was on another level. Like, now it's practically gone. And mind you, my meds didn't change. I was still taking Wellbutrin. I was still doing, like, my vitamins and ashwagandha and all that. Meditating. Although I know meditating can be good, but I haven't really made it a habit. But salah is better. Just trust. Salah is better.